Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned. David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be tacked.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the... First and 10. Field position.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers. And that make more. DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Northwestern right back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The run to the right. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
It's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Ducks will move the sticks with the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W.
He'll start this drive firing.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He looks that one in nicely. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. 1st down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Just feeds the running back. Quick spin on the line. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, North. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Dialing up a second down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they're... Fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Reads it, fires complete. At the 45 on its way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And they swarm him under.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody...
Touchdown, Ducks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And, guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the run.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. The Ducks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted! And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw it. Turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And it's picked off for the third time today. Return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's caught. It's Strickland. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Northwestern right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds the tight end.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Floating away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Going with the ground game left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Ducks are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released. To the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with it back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball, no chance. Man to get in there on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
2nd down coming up. Handoff to the single back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over West Virginia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Quarterback trying to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Galladay. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Getting some... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little...
Picked off. Looking for more room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's buried. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Quarterback will audible. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback adapted. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Complete downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, This might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the back over the middle. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Quick strike complete. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Trying to get to him. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Soto. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is